Here they are, courtesy of a well-known online marketplace. This is the 1808 and this one is the 5102. And so on first look, yes, as per the screenshots online, this appears to have DC blocking capacitors. It looks like it's got anti-aliasing filters. So yeah, all in all, pretty neat little module, and I like the fact that it's got millions of wires and decent size ground planes all the way across it. Looks pretty good. And this is the 5102. Again, you know, I couldn't buy these components for the price of this. I'm not sure I'd use the stereo output jack, but you never know. Handy for testing. And on the back, it looks like you've got the different signals for, you know, filter, latency, the de-emphasis, the soft mute, and the audio format. And it looks like these are pre-jumpered using 0 ohm resistors. So that's nice. That's nice and flexible. It's pre-wired, but you can change it. So I'm thinking the soft mute might be a handy thing to implement to get rid of any clicks and pops when the resulting module starts. So yeah, can't wait to solder these up and get playing. I've breadboarded up exactly the same circuit that I had before, no changes apart from I'm using the 1808 module and the 5102 module. Everything else is exactly the same. Software is exactly the same. Feeding a signal into both the left and right channels here, and I'm just taking a left output from the that miniature jack. And if I feed a signal through it, no crackles. I've got a wet-dry balance here, and this is full round to the dry side. But remember, this is still going through the analog to digital and digital to analog converters. So it's coming in to the A to D and going out of the D to A. And if I turn this round, this will gradually bring in the delayed signal, and I've got a fixed half-second delay until we get round to the full wet signal. So somewhere in the middle there we can hear a mixture between the two. And then this is the feedback, currently set to 0, and if I turn that up, you can hear we're starting to build up complex patterns. So that's starting to sound actually quite useful. And if I turn that full up, it will gradually go into nutty feedback levels. But it's not distorting. I'm quite encouraged by that. Onwards and upwards. There is, however, something I'm not terribly satisfied with. I've got a more lively signal here, and this is, again, it's going through the modules, so it's going into the 1808 and out of the 5102. If that's the input, and if I play the output, you can hear it's quite muffled, and I don't know if you can see on the scope, but there's not as much high frequency stuff going on compared to the input. You can see there's the input's a lot more active, bright. So I'm going to just whip those anti-aliasing filters off the input to the 1808. See what that does. I don't know how well you can see this, but on each channel here you've got a 103 resistor, 10k resistor and a capacitor. The resistor will be in series and the capacitor will be to ground, and that's the kind of anti-aliasing circuit. I don't know what value the capacitor is, but all I'm going to do is whip it out. So we'll just melt it all the way across. There we go, and it's gone. Next one, melt both sides. It's gone. Right, see what difference that makes. As before, feeding in a signal with a bit more of a high frequency component. You can see it's waggling up and down a lot, and this is the output. So hopefully you can hear and see that we've got a lot of those high frequency components back by removing those capacitors in the anti-aliasing circuit. So yeah, I think that's a worthwhile modification.